Hey friends, I'm Joespresso and welcome back to Path of Exile for a quick crafting video on things that I made for my Herald of Thunder character. Now, the most important craft for any Herald of Thunder character, if you go this route, is going to be your helmet. We have very specific things we want here, and it's going to be an expensive craft, so it's the one I'll cover first. The other two crafts I'm going to cover are going to be my belt, which has flash charges gained on critical strike, and finally my dagger, which has a +2 to our Herald of Thunder level. For our helmet, we can choose whatever base we want, and if you are not using a Juggernaut Herald of Thunder, you'll probably want something like a Blizzard Crown for more damage. Once you have that, it must be Shaper influenced, and you want at least item level 84 for the maximum level of the crit strike chance addition. And once we have all this, we are going to spam this helmet with essence crafts, specifically Essence of Horror, and what this is going to give us is more elemental damage. We're going to go ahead and use these, and what we're looking for is we must have a level 20 Hypothermia or a level 20 Innervate. Hypothermia is going to be better for damage in any build except for Juggernaut. Innervate is a little more consistent, Hypothermia is still more damage, but it requires the enemy to be chilled. And your luck is going to vary pretty wildly here. We got an Innervate right away, but we need to get rid of this intelligence. We need that empty suffix slot. We got unlucky. Keep going. Alright, so here we have more elemental damage and level 20 Hypothermia. Once more, we need to get rid of this extra suffix. There we go, we annulled that extra suffix. And this is an exceptionally lucky set. 22 horrors. And getting this combination is incredibly good. Now that we're here, we need to bench craft on. Suffixes cannot be changed, which is going to cost you 2 divine. And our last step is to add crit roll, which is a guaranteed crit roll on this helmet. It is reforge critical. And what this is going to do is it's going to reforge the item with a guaranteed critical roll, which the only one available to this helmet is the one we want, and it will remove suffixes cannot be changed, so make sure not to do this twice by accident. Alright, and there we go. We have a usable helmet with +2 critical strike chance, level 20 Hypothermia, and more elemental damage. Once again, be prepared for this number to be much higher. The amount of Essence of Horror that I had to buy in order to create mine was much higher. A lot of this is going to hinge on the luck of your annulment orbs and removing that extra suffix. While crafting your helmet, I honestly encourage you to settle for a level 16 or level 18 Innervate or Hypothermia to begin with, because this is going to be a significant investment over time. So any of these rolls is going to work for you. Use whichever one you get first. If you're looking to make the elevated helmet, I'll link Lolcohol's video down below where he goes into every detail of making this helmet. Moving on to the belt, all we need here is a Stygian Vise of item level 75 or higher that is Hunter influenced. What you can do here to save yourself a little money if the Stygian Vise is a little expensive with a Hunter influence is buy the Stygian Vise and a Hunter Exalted Orb separately. Hunter Exalted Orb is going to add the influence to the item. Once you have your Hunter Influence Stygian Vise, all you need to do is go to your Harvest Craft bench, reforge critical, and roll away. This is the only mod available that has the critical tag for this belt. So every time you reforge with this critical mod, you will get that critical strike roll. So all that's really left to do here is roll it until you're happy with what you have on the belt. And finally the dagger. The dagger is a little more involved because what we want here is a +2 overall for our skill gem, which is +1 lightning and +1 spell skill. Best way to do this is to get whatever item base you need and make sure it has a fragmented +1 all lightning spell skill gem. Right here we want specifically lightning because it's a little easier to roll all skill gems than it is to roll a specific element skill gem. So now that we have that, we're going to use fossil crafting to achieve our last roll that we need, and through the wonders of Craft of Exile we can calculate which one is the best for us. In about 8 attempts we should be able to use this combination of fossils to get the dagger we want. This is going to vary pretty significantly with luck, so be prepared to use up to 20 just in case you have a really bad day. Going into Craft of Exile, I've already selected the fossil craft we need with etheric, corroded, metallic, and shuddering. We're just going to use this and see what we get. Alright, we did it in 10, and we actually got a really, really powerful dagger out of it. So we get our +1 lightning, increased spell damage, +1 all skill, and we got very lucky and got our crit strike multi, which is the other role we really want. Unfortunately, fossil crafting all spell skill gems and critical strike multi gets a little pricey. So it's easier to just focus on the all spell skill gems, and then if you need to bench craft on a critical strike multi. It's not as good, but it's a lot cheaper. Thanks for watching. Let me know if this video helped you, and if you want to join me on my next build, I'll be streaming throughout the week, building up an int stacking flicker strike build for everyone to enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.